What's happening, family? L.A.R movement still moving. Just got back. Um, this vlog is gonna be entitled "If They Really Wanted to Win the Drug War." So let's get right into it. If they really wanted to end the drug war, they get rid of people who they lock up the people who are on drugs instead of the people that were selling it. I know that sounds crazy because it makes sense, but here's the truth of the matter. I forgot what. Okay. Anyway, when you was a kid, you learned that America was capitalistic or whatever, and you learned one of the first rules: supply and demand. If you can have the supply all day long, but if you ain't got nobody demanding it, it's worthless. Now, it's kind of ironic that that's one of the few things supply and demand don't work with as far as the, our legal system in a sense. Think about it. We don't lock up vendors um, or stores or actual manufacturers of alcohol. Lock up the people when they do stupid stuff on alcohol. You don't lock up the people who make guns or sell guns. You lock up the people who use guns for the wrong purposes. Let's. We're not even gonna get to the George Zimmerman thing, right? Okay, we'll leave it alone. Same thing with. Excuse me. Same thing with vehicles. If you hit somebody in the car, don't lock up the person who made the car. They lock up the person who's driving it. You know, if you got in a fight and you use brass knuckles and bludgeon somebody to death, they don't lock up the brass knuckle company. They lock up the person that used the brass knuckles. So why not just lock up the people that own dope? See, they keep saying they're nonviolent offenses, so they're locking up drug dealers. But if you keep locking up dealer after dealer, and you keep sending addict after addict to rehab, then you're recycling the same addicts on the street, so they keep the demand going because they're ever growing. So if you lock up the actual users for using it, then you concentrate the demand into the prison system. I mean, simple to me. Fact of the matter is, you know, everybody always believes the government got a hand in it anyways, because I remember as a kid watching TV and them having a map of what drugs came from what country and what states they would get to, that they would go to, whether it's by air, land, or sea, and how they would distribute them after that. Just the people was just, anonymous. But if a TV program can tell you that, and you can figure that out, and you can watch television and movies and figure out, man, this is really going on. You can go out and you can see people doing the very same things you seeing on your screen, which is supposed to be make believe. Then I have to believe that, you really want to stop it, you could, but you don't want to because it's free money. I mean, think about it. Miami was built on drugs. People love to go to Miami today, but that city was built on cocaine. You didn't know that. Now you know that. So, all I'm saying is, if you want to stop the war on drugs, lock up the addicts. They're not sick. Heck, y'all are selling dope to, L.A.R proved that we do funny business with drugs. And if you don't know what Iran-Contra is, it was when, I think it was George Bush Sr. made a deal, give a guerrilla warfare guns, and they're smuggling drugs. Cash for cash or whatever, money for money, one for the other. So check up Oliver North, like everybody keeps talking about, and for all you hip hop fans, that's where the name Rick Ross comes from the Iran-Contra. He was a black guy in the whole Noriega scandal that was in L.A., not the rapper. So that's just my take on it, man. Uh, y'all have a nice one.